Thank you so much for coming tonight to the 2025 Apex Awards. It's true, CSD is the place to be. Some will call it practice, some will call it luck, but either way, we are going into the history books, and we will be standing in the Hall of Fame. Please turn your attention to the screen to see all that Canyon School District accomplished in the past year to make us legendary, iconic, and certainly worthy of any Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war, you can talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
yeah,
and the world's gonna know your name,
yeah,
'cause you burn with the burst flame,
yeah,
and the world's gonna know your name,
yeah.
and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you burn with the burst flame, and the world's gonna know your name, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, be a champion, be a champion, be a champion. The walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name, 'cause you burn with the burst flame, and the world's gonna know your name, and you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong hanging on your chest.
You can be the girl, you can beat the war. You can talk a child, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock, you can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself
Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce a group that certainly deserves a spot in the Canyons District Hall of Fame. Well, at the least, we think they deserve a spot on Dancing with the Stars. They come from the high school where Julianne Hough, this season's host of Dancing with the Stars on ABC, got her start. They are Canyons District's championship-winning and the only ballroom dance group in Canyons District. Welcome to the stage, the Alta High Ballroom Dance Team.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause to the award-winning Alta High Ballroom Dance Team. They did a great job kicking off tonight's show. We also can't wait to see what they come up with for Dancing with the Hawks Gala and event the first week of December. Good evening and welcome. Most everyone here knows me, but just in case we haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I am Andrew Edel, and I am one of the vice presidents of the Canyons Board of Education. Thank you so much for coming tonight to the 16th annual Canyons Apex Awards. The Apex Awards are the highest awards given by the Canyons District, and we're pleased to have you here tonight to celebrate the contributions of the honorees. Your presence tonight means so much. On behalf of the Board of Education, thank you for coming, thank you for your commitment to education, and we look forward to a night of celebrating excellence and enjoying the talents of students. Please enjoy the show. I now turn the time over to our MC for the evening, Mr. Jeff Haney, Canyons District Director of Communications.
Thank you, Vice President Edel. We host the Apex every year, like he said, to thank those in our community who have gone above and beyond to help our students find the best parts of themselves. And while we're on the topic of student achievement, how about that Alta High Ballroom Dance Team? Let's give them another round of applause. Like Vice President Edel said, this dance team hosts a Dancing with the Hawks Gala and event, and this year will be December 6th and December 8th at Alta High's gorgeous Performing Arts Center. Now, this event is sponsored by the team and inspired by Dancing with the Stars, the TV show. And like I said, this season it's hosted by Alta High graduate Julianne Huff, but also one of the professional dancers is Carter Williams, who used to help coach Hillcrest drill team and is the brother of Hillcrest High teacher and drill team coach Chelsea Devine. With every big national event, there is sure to be a Canyons District tie. At Dancing with the Hawks, Alta's ballroom dancers are paired with Alta High athletes with no prior dance experience, and each couple competes for judges' scores and audience votes to take home their very own mirror ball trophy. So keep watching the district website and social media pages for more on this fantastic event, and we hope that you all can be there. At this time, we would like to recognize the hosts of tonight's event, the Canyons Board of Education. They are seated right here in the front row, and when I say your name, please raise your hand. Vice President, Mr. Andrew Edel, who you met just a few moments ago, Ms. Katie Dolly, Mr. Jackson Lewis, Ms. Holly Neibauer, Ms. Karen Pedersen, and also Vice President Amanda Oakes. Give a round of applause to the Board of Education. President Amber Schill could not be with us tonight, but she sends her best to the winners and the friends and the families of the people who are here. I would also like to introduce some members of the Canyons District Administration. Superintendent Dr. Rick Robbins, and Business Administrator Mr. Leon Wilcox. Assistant Superintendent Dr. McKay Robinson couldn't be with us, but he sends his best to the winners. We also have many department directors and principals who have joined us tonight, and some members of the Canyons Education Foundation Board. Thank you so much for coming and joining us at the 16th Annual Apex Awards. Let's give them a round of applause for all they do for Canyon School District. Now, this ceremony is not just to honor the winners, but to show our heartfelt appreciation to the entire Canyons community for giving so much of yourselves as champions of public education, as community partners, and as cherished friends. Please turn your attention to the screen for a message from Canyon Superintendent Dr. Rick Robbins.
Good evening and welcome to this year's Apex Awards. It's a pleasure to be here tonight with you at the home of the Butler Middle School Bruins. As they say at Butler, every day is a great day to be a Bruin. The Apex Awards are held to pay tribute to those in our community who help make Canyons a powerhouse in academics, the arts, and athletics. We are always proud to say it. We are the District of Champions. Among our champions are the 11 winners of this year's Apex Awards, the highest honors given by the Board of Education and Administration. We simply could not be the highest performing school district in Utah without the caliber of the men and women we are honoring tonight. Speaking from my time as a high school football player and coach, I can confidently say that everyone here is a playmaker. They are the teammates we can turn to when we need a big play, a big score, a big shot of positive energy. They are our MVPs. All of tonight's winners have contributed so much to Team CSD. We're the ones to beat because we work together. All of our teachers, support staff, administrators, students, parents, volunteers, and community partners make CSD the place to be. Our winners are much like every other Canyons District employee and community supporter. As a team, we work hard every day on behalf of students. Whether the children arrive at school not speaking English, don't have a place to call home, or need a listening ear to ease their anxieties. We meet students where they are, day by day, and we help them see the potential they have deep inside. Year after year, they learn, they grow, until they walk proudly across that graduation stage, ready to take on the world. The Board of Education's vision is that every child will graduate from high school ready for rigors of college demands and the 21st century workforce. We will help realize that vision with the new Canyons Innovation Center. Since last year, when the Board of Education approved a contract to purchase the 36-acre eBay campus to serve as our new technical training center, we have been working tirelessly to be a strong educational partner for Silicon Slopes and The Point. After all, it's not just the hot spot of innovation in Utah, but it's the next big growth area for Canyon School District. We've listened to the needs of the captains of industry and started designing programs to give our students the know-how to immediately make an impact in their careers or their studies in college. The center is where education will meet the needs of industry. This center is where students will find their dreams, reach their potential, and become the next leaders in this world. To everyone here, I thank you for being part of Team Canyons. With you, we are Canyon strong, and we are Canyons proud. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight. Please enjoy the ceremony and thank you.
In the spring, about 2,700 seniors of Canyons District High Schools walked confidently across graduation stages and toward the direction of their dreams. Among the graduates were U.S. presidential scholars, National Merit Scholars, a General Sterling Scholar, and state champions. In all, the graduating class last year earned more than $50 million in scholarship offers, making the class of 2025 one of the most successful in Canyons District history. Canyons prepared them to attend such prestigious institutions as Harvard, Juilliard, West Point, Stanford, Berkeley, the University of Utah, and the U.S. Air Force Academy. Our graduates, and we're proud to say this, also joined every branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. We are proud of the fact that Canyons District's graduation rate continues to hover around 90%. Please turn your attention to the screen to see the class of 2025 on the best of all days, Graduation Day. And then about a month later, we held a very special graduation for the graduates of Entrada Adult High School. Let's give a round of applause to Mark Mattia. Please stand, Mark. He is the administrator of Entrada Adult High School, which is the top adult education program in the state of Utah. Let's give him a round of applause. Congratulations to all the graduates of the class of 2025. Now, tonight marks the 4th year since we made a change in the format of the Apex Awards. When we started the Apex Awards, we held an invitation-only banquet. Now, we changed the format to a reception and a ceremony in an auditorium because we wanted as many people as possible to see our winners be honored. We've opened the doors to this fantastic auditorium, which was made possible by the generosity of the residents who voted for our bond measures, to anyone who wants to be here to celebrate our Apex Award winners and to cheer for our student performers. We also are broadcasting live on CSD TV to supporters around the country and even in other parts of the world. Canyons District High Schools have well-earned reputations for academics, arts, and athletics. As such, we've invited talented students from our high schools to perform throughout the evening. You've already seen a performance by Alta High's ballroom dance team, and throughout tonight's ceremony, we'll see even more student talent. Now, here's some directions for our honorees. When we announce your name, please stay in your seat until the video that we've prepared for you is done playing. Then after the video, please come to the front of the auditorium here where we keep our awards. Accept your award and then turn to shake hands with members of the Board of Education who are seated right here in the front row. Board members, stay right where you are. The winners will come to you. When our staff presents them with the Crystal Award, they will turn and shake hands and receive the congratulations from you. Also, our winners tonight receive a lead crystal award from the Board of Education and Administration for being honored tonight. They also will receive a pin that signifies they are an Apex Award winner. Many of our Apex Award winners put these on our lanyards, the lanyards that they wear every single day on their ID cards when they come and go from each building. So congratulations to each winner tonight. And our first honoree tonight has already been honored by Canyons District several times, including in April when she was chosen as Canyons District's Teacher of the Year. She's also the 2025 Apex Award winner for Canyons District Teacher of the Year. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on this Maestra Especial, Midvale's Lucia de la Cruz Rodriguez.
Lucia has always been amazing, and she doesn't feel like she is, but she is. But through the years that I've known her, I have noticed that she silently goes about sharing what she does with others. And so a lot of it is just her example and how she's working with the kids, or she'll just quietly mention in a meeting, oh, well, this is something that I've done that works well, but she never likes to bring attention to herself.
I truly believe that we are a team, but we are all very different. And all of those differences that we have is what it makes everything more exciting. And I'm always studying the first months of the year, like the first 2 months, and kind of like creating those connections with them, because we are human. We all have backgrounds. And so by doing that, I'm trying to understand them, because I want to provide them the teaching in the way that they need it.
She is so great at engaging all the students, and even though I don't speak Spanish, when I go into her classroom, I feel like I totally can, just because she's so great at getting scaffolds and supports and gestures and everything so that you know exactly what's happening, even if you can't understand the language.
The best way that I found to improve myself, to improve my skills, to improve as a professional, to improve as a teacher, is by paying attention to my students. I love doing that. I think when I pay attention to them, they have so many things to say and not just in a verbal way. So I'm trying to observe them. I'm trying to pay attention to them. And then I'm like, okay, this is my chance. This is my opportunity to do this better and to grow. And honestly, every year I'm learning something different and I am doing some things better.
Every student in her classroom has a job, and so they all feel like they have that responsibility. And she's always so positive. She's handing out positive incentives and tokens and rewards. But her kids almost don't even need that because they are working just to please her and just to get that positive feedback from her. They just want to be in her class and they love learning with her.
At the end, they are not gonna remember our names. But my goal is just trying to make sure that at the end, if they have that moment that they are looking back to their elementary school time, so maybe I can create a good memory for them.
De La Cruz Rodriguez. Lucia was Canyons district representative in the State Teacher of the Year selection process. We believe that we were very well represented. It's also worth noting that Lucia's brother is the Tooele School District Teacher of the Year this year. We also are joined tonight by representatives of our teacher association, the Canyons Education Association, and their executive board members. Now, two of the amazing teachers we would like to mention tonight are some of our performing arts teachers, Cornier Canyon High's Phaedra Atkinson and Case Hamilton. They are among the fantastic performing arts teachers in Canyon School District, and they are directing the upcoming Charger production of Mary Poppins. Here tonight to perform a song from the show are members of the cast, Lily Henstrom, Paige Hillstead, and Denton Millett. They will be singing one of my favorites, A Spoonful of Sugar. So welcome to the stage, the cast of the upcoming and sure to sell out Mary Poppins.
Of fun. You find the fun and snap the job's a game, and every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
That wasn't so bad.
My point exactly. The honey bees that fetch the nectar from the flower to the comb never tire of the buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they sip, and hence they find their task is not a grind. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. Delightful way. Delightful way.
Let's give them another round of applause. And who's gonna go to that show? I'm gonna be there. It's sure to sell out, so get your tickets to this wonderful performance. It'll be staged November 13th through November 15th and November 17th. There also will be a matinee on November 15th. Get your tickets now. Corner Canyon always has fantastic musicals. We can't wait to see everybody who is here there in the seats to see Mary Poppins and this cast sing A Spoonful of Sugar. Our next award is the School Administrator of the Year. Now, October is National Principals Month, and like Oprah, I wish I could say, you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. But this is public education, so all we get to say is, you get an award. This is to our Apex Award winner for School Administrator of the Year. And the winner this year is Indian Hills Middle Principal, Shelley Karen. So please, yes, let's give her a round of applause. Shelley's an old basketball coach, so she really likes to hear the crowd roar. Please turn your attention to the screen for this year's winner of School Administrator of the Year, Shelley Karen.
I think Shelley Karen is an amazing leader and has accomplished a lot at Indian Hills. The things that I've been the most impressed with is, number one, her building of culture. She has a remarkable ability to create a culture that kids feel safe, teachers feel supported, and parents know what's going on. And to watch her, I love seeing her in the hallways. I love seeing her with the teachers. She is a very compassionate person that cares the most about kids and that they succeed. And I have loved watching her rewrite mission and vision and to build these connections that have really created a school culture where kids are succeeding and feel very safe at school.
Well, the number one goal was to establish a positive school culture and climate. I walked into something that I would say it was ready for a change, and people were ready for positivity and validation, ready to have Indian Hills be a place that felt like a place they wanted to be. And so my number one goal was to build that positive culture and climate, not only within the building, but also with the community. And having been a part of the Alta High community in Veeder for a long time, I already had some relationships that were there, that were very helpful for me. People were very supportive and continue to be supportive. And we're continuing to work on that goal, and I think we've made some pretty positive strides.
I think the things that Shelley has done that really have made a difference is, number one, you're seeing her test scores. They keep rising. She does an incredible job because of that high expectations with high levels of support. But I think the thing that really stands out is when I just talk to her staff, the parents, her students, they feel something different when they walk into Indian Hills. They feel cared for. She's an incredible communicator. Her writing skills, I always say to her, like, do you want to write for me? Because she is a beautiful writer because she's authentic in her writing, and she makes sure that people know what's going on. She's also very innovative, and you're seeing her look at new things. She listens to people. She's very willing to delegate leadership, and I think that's been impressive. I've also loved talking to her assistant principals. They love working for her. They feel supported. They see her vision, and the vision becomes noticeable both in what the kids are accomplishing, both academically and social and emotionally.
I would love to see Indian Hills as a place where people continue to say, I love going into your school. It feels like a great place. I've had many parents, even today, say that that's what it feels like. It feels welcoming. It feels like a place where my kids belong. I feel like I can talk to you, Miss Karen. I want that to continue to build. I want to continue to get better at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, she shoots and she scores. Congratulations to this former basketball coach and now Apex Award winner for School Administrator of the Year, Shelley Karen. Let's give Shelley another round of applause. Hashtag Go Warriors, right, Shelley? Please turn your attention to the screen for more on the administrator who is the most popular person in Canyons twice a month, and that's payday. Turn your attention to the screen for more on payroll director Shauna Lowe.
Shauna is such a diligent worker. She She's here every day. She's always pleasant on the phone. She gets a lot of the same questions over and over again, but handles them with grace and patience with everyone, whether they're a teacher, new teacher, old teacher, ESP. She's very kind to everyone, and it's very hectic those couple days when payroll is being run.
I enjoy numbers, I enjoy problem solving, and I enjoy, just making sure everything's correct. Just like problem solving, I think.
Shauna deserves the Apex Award because she's been here 16 years and doesn't seek any limelight, is very humble about her job and her position, but comes in, supports her team, supports all the directors in the district, all the principals at the school, everyone can call Shauna, and she's so pleasant to work with and help out. Doesn't want any attention. I'm sure she's the first person who's embarrassed about getting this award, but she so deserves it for just her diligent efforts over the last 16 years.
I keep coming back because of the people that I work with and watching the district grow and change, and I just enjoy the environment that I work in.
I would say, Shauna, thank you. Thank you for all you've done for Canyon School District. I consider you a great friend, have for the last 16 years. You know, you were my first hire, but also my best hire because of what you've done for, keeping us on track. One of the things I learned from my very first accounting class at Utah State some 35 years ago, you can make mistakes in doing budgets, you can make mistakes in doing accounting, you can make mistakes in doing reports, but you cannot ever make a mistake in payroll because your employees, the IRS, everybody knows about it. And that's why she is so good at what she does.
It's super humbling to be an Apex winner and realize that people see you differently than you see yourself.
Congratulations to Shauna Lowe, the Assistant Director of Budget and Accounting, the 2025 Apex Award winner for District Administrator of the Year. Let's give another round of applause to Shauna. The next winner is usually on stage with me announcing the Apex Awards. She gets to take a well-deserved seat with the honorees tonight. Please turn your attention to the screen for my friend, my colleague, the next Apex Award winner, Kirsten Stewart.
As a journalist for 15 years with a few stops in public relations, I'm not entirely sure I knew what I was stepping into when I agreed to help shepherd communications for a district of the caliber and size of Canyon School District. What I found is it has been definitely more challenging and more rewarding and a bigger growth experience personally than I could have imagined. I am truly privileged to work with the best education professionals in the business.
I don't think the public or most people truly understand what it takes to run a district and the level of communication, not just externally, but internally. You have to have people that have that expertise and skill set to make sure that everybody has accurate information. Kirsten, to me, embodies that person and that spirit. And if people truly want to know who is the mind, who is the expert behind much of our communication and a lot of our strategy and things that we do in the district, Kirsten is certainly part of that equation.
What I'm most proud of is devising systems to make it easier for our frontline employees, those in our schools who are doing the hard work every day, to stay in touch with and communicate with their stakeholders, their families, their employees. Whether that's moving from kind of an old clunky web platform one that's more user-friendly and easier for schools to update, or launching a podcast to keep families informed during a pandemic, or identifying tools like ParentsWare, right, that makes it possible for us to instantly communicate with families through text and other means, and does so in their preferred language. We are living in a communications landscape that is faster and louder and often driven by algorithms that reinforce polarization or outrage. And every day it is a challenge to try to get information to people that they need to navigate school and make the most out of school or succeed and thrive in their employment as employees. But I'm still a believer that facts matter, and that you build trust through clear, consistent, and transparent communication.
She has been amazing with her work with enrollment. I think in public ed, that's something that is often obscure and not really well understood. And her efforts to help us understand enrollment trends and our history and our present and our future with enrollment, which is absolutely critical to the future of the district, has been extraordinary.
It's definitely humbling. I'm grateful. But this work that we do isn't about one person. It's about all of us. It's about the district office staff. It's about my team. It's about teachers, custodians, lunch workers, principals, all the work that we're doing to help schools thrive and help students thrive. I just have the privilege of being able to tell those stories. And so in many ways, I feel like this award is really just a reflection of the great people I get to work with every day.
Congratulations to Kirsten Stewart, the Associate Director of Communications, the 2025 Apex Award winner for District Administrator of the Year. Let's give another round of applause to Kirsten. Now, all the world is a stage for our next performer. Hillcrest's Avery Rinke will be performing a scene from Othello. Avery won first place in the monologue category at last week's National Shakespeare Competition. Her win helped propel Hillcrest to its 6th consecutive sweepstakes win at the competition. That deserves a round of applause. In all, Hillcrest has won sweepstakes 12 times in 16 years. That event is held at Southern Utah University. And ladies and gentlemen, here tonight to perform her national award-winning scene is Avery Rinke.
Hi, my name is Avery Rinke, and I'll be performing a monologue from Othello, playing Iago. What sayest thou, noble heart? Drown thyself. If thou dost, I shall never love thee after. Why, thou silly gentleman? Oh, villainess! I have looked upon the world for 4 times 7 years, and since I could distinguish betwixt a benefit and an injury, I never found man that knew how to love himself. Ere I would say, I would drown myself for the love of a Gideon! I would change my humanity with a baboon. Virtue. A fig. 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. Our bodies are our gardens, to the which our wills are gardeners, so that if we will plant nettles or sow lettuce, either to have it sterile with idleness or manured with industry, why the power and corrigible authority of this lies in our wills. Come, be a man! Drown thyself! Drown cats and blind puppies. It cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love to the Moor, nor he his to her. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge against him. If thou canst cuckold him, thou dost thyself a pleasure, me a sport. There are many events in the womb of time which will be delivered. Go. We will have more of this tomorrow. Up, 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 up. Go to. Farewell. No more of drowning, do you hear? Thus do I ever make my fool my purse. For I mine own gained knowledge should profane if I would time expend with such snipe than for my sport and profit. I hate the Moor, and it is thought abroad that twixt my sheets he has done my office. I know not if 't be true, but I for mere suspicion in that kind will do as if for surety. The more, howbeit that I endure him not, is of a constant, loving, noble nature, and I dare think he'll prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. Now, I do love her too, not out of absolute lust, though peradventure I stand accountant for as great a sin, but partly led to diet my revenge, for that I do suspect the lusty Moor hath leaped into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my inwards, and nothing can or shall content my soul till I am evened with him, wife for wife. 'Tis here, but yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing. Fantastic performance. I can see why she is the national award winner at the Shakespeare competition. Now, I'm also very proud to announce that Canyons District swept the sweepstakes award at this National High School Shakespeare competition. Hillcrest took first, Brighton took second, and Corner Canyon took third. All across the board, Canyon School District. And in fact, at the end of the competition, all 5 of Canyons District's traditional high schools won at least one national first place award at the national competition. They competed in theater, dance, and music. Now talk about Hall of Fame quality theater programs. Let's give them all a round of applause. The next honoree is the Apex Award winner for Education Support Professional of the Year. Please turn your attention to the screen to learn more about the heart and soul of East Midvale Elementary, Charlotte Graham.
Charlotte is the heart of East Midvale. Our families, our communities, our students all know Charlotte. She has been there a while, and so it's generational heart of East Midvale. And people walk into the office all the time and they say, Charlotte Graham. And they get into a conversation about kids and about their families. And I think that really makes her the heart of East Midvale because she just knows everybody.
I love it. It's my home. That's probably why I haven't retired yet. My grandchildren went there. My kids, both of my children went there. I love it. I can't imagine being without it.
Working with Charlotte was a dream. I absolutely loved every single day at work with Charlotte. When you think about a team member, somebody who's supportive, somebody who cares about everything that you care about, that is Charlotte. She truly is the heart of East Midvale, and I think anybody that you ask about East Midvale, it is a special place, and it is a place where the culture is just unlike anywhere I've ever worked. And I will tell you, that is Shar. Shar is the reason that East Midvale is such a wonderful, welcoming place.
Day in, day out, I knew that I could count on Shar. Whether it was calling somebody, calling a parent and contacting them, staying late to make sure we had all of our kiddos accounted for, taking charge of the situations, whether it was just a kindness being offered to a family or really stepping up and communicating when we needed to be on our toes, I could count on her every day.
For our school, I just hope the best for all of them. We have a lot of challenges at East Midvale, and our people work hard so that lots of times the kids can not have to go to resource in middle school because we've done such a good job at East Midvale, and I just want them to be their best. I mean, if you could come and watch some of these kids, some of them I would just like to take home with me. They don't let me do that. But I love these kids and I want everything for them, especially these kids that aren't getting the love and stuff that they need. Hugs are a big thing in my office.
For 47 years, she's given hugs and hellos to anyone who comes to East Midvale. Our award winner for ESP of the Year, Charlotte B. Graham. Now, Char does a lot of volunteer work with the Miss Utah Scholarship Organization, so I think we can call this Charlotte Graham's Miss America moment. She does give the best hugs, too. If you go to East Midvale, you got to get a hug from Miss Char. Like our administrators, we could not stop at just one Apex Award, and so we gave 2 Apex Awards for ESP of the Year. Turn your attention to the screen to learn more about one of Corner Canyon High School's biggest cheerleaders, Charger Head Secretary Kathy Hilton.
Kathy is the core of our building. She sets the standard for all of us. She knows how things work. She creates systems for us, and there's a sense of security when she's there. She recently had surgery and was out of the building, and when she came back, I heard a teacher say, yes, all of it is restored now. we can function like we need to. Kathy builds the base at Corner Canyon, and because she's that head secretary, doesn't limit to that, it stretches out through all of the building.
I have loved working with all the people I've worked with, the principals. Each one has taught me something different, something new. And the teachers are they're wonderful people. They care about their students, and parents should realize that every teacher we have cares deeply about the kids that they teach. And they're just wonderful, and I love it.
Kathy Hilton deserves the Apex Award. She is knowledgeable. Since she has been with the district from the beginning, I think there's a knowledge base that she has in the world of finance, in accounting, at the school level. She knows how to problem solve. She is a member of our community, in the school community, that people can look up to. She is always looking to offer the other ESPs opportunities to learn and to grow and prepare for potentially moving up the ladder. And I really admire that about her. I think she invests in people and she wants them to be happy, but also to have opportunities for growth.
When I was told, I was actually speechless. I never ever in a million years thought I would obtain this award. I think it's awesome, but it's also very humbling to think that someone thought enough to put me in for it. And whoever they are, I thank them very much. It's just, I don't know, it just shocked me, but it pleased me. My hard work didn't go for naught.
Your hard work, Kathy. Give a round of applause to Corner Canyon High School's Kathy Hilton, Apex Award winner for ESP of the Year. Let's give another round of applause to Kathy Hilton. Kathy, thank you for all you do at Corner Canyon High School. Our next honoree is the Student Support Services Professional of the Year. And you know, as we were putting together this video, we found that it is incredibly hard to find a photo of Denise Haycock when she is not handing someone a big, giant check. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on Denise, the Development Officer for the Canyons Education Foundation.
Denise is a unique leader, and the way that she handles the foundation and the way that she not only interacts with the district, but the way that she interacts with the community is really special. She has never forgotten the mission of the foundation, which is to enhance the educational experience of the students and also in helping the teachers. And the way that she interacts, she always keeps the mission of the foundation on the top of all of the things that she does.
Special education does have a special place in my heart. I have a niece who is special needs, and I've just always loved the kids and the work that our teachers do with the special education students. And that kind of leads me into working with our unified sports now. It's great to be able to give back to that population.
You know, as I've observed what the foundation does and I look at the things that Denise has done, it is overwhelming when you look at all of the needs with the district. I will never forget some of the words that Denise commonly says, that unless the basic needs of the student are taken care of first, you can't take care of their other educational needs. That is a neat thing to see how the resource closet has grown and built to where we're able to take care of those basic needs. And she remembers that, which then has allowed us to continue to grow the other things. The innovation grants. I think of the over $1 million that Denise has been a part of in donating innovation grants to the teachers. Think of that impact that's going to go on for generations, literally because of what those students will have learned from those innovation grants and the things that they've gotten.
What keeps me motivated is the big checks. Getting the big checks and giving away the big checks. So I have joked about not being able to take a picture without a big cardboard check in front of me. But when you get that reward of a partner donating for the needs in the district, that's so rewarding. And then turning that money around, giving it to a student, giving it to our teachers for innovation in the classroom or a teacher award, it is just one of the best feelings in the world.
Congratulations to Denise Haycock, the Student Support Services Professional of the Year. Let's give another round of applause to Denise. Our next honoree is the Apex Award winner for Volunteer of the Year, Eastmont's Trevin Cole. If you've ever been to Eastmont's cafeteria, then you've met Trevin. And Trevin, if you've ever met Trevin, he's your friend. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on this Apex Award-winning patriot.
So Trevin has a little extra that he brings to our lunchroom compared to what other people bring. He helps us with our students understanding how other adults in our community can work and serve. He gets to show what inclusion means every day, and he is just delightful in being able to demonstrate the things that we want our students to know.
He
started working for the Jordan district at first in 2006. So he stayed with them until Canyons came in, and then there was an offer to him from Canyons to earn more money. The problem is he's on a disability, and so he would have made too much money, so his insurance would be canceled out. So my wife and I said, we'll just help you find a job at another place. And Trev thought about it for a couple of days, and then he said, you know what, I want to stay at Eastmont, and I'll just volunteer.
I'll
work
volunteer,
for nothing.
work for free.
And so in 2000, I believe it's 13, he made the switch and just goes there,
Yep.
volunteers
And
4
been
days a
there,
week.
and been there for 20 years since it was Jordan District.
Trevin's got a really cool background because not only does he deserve the Apex Award, he also earned an Eastmont Patriot of the Month award. He has been a student at our school as well as now an adult at our school where he works and serves. So he's just an awesome person to have around.
I'm just so very, very excited, and what a great, great fun opportunity this is for me. I hearing about how big this award is and just not having it before, it's just so very, very exciting, and what a great privilege. And I truly am grateful and thankful for Canyons District and for my boss and for my principal and just for all the people that made this happen, but even me, working towards this goal. I love my principal, I love my boss, I love the friends it's so great when you work in a new community and a new job. You just meet so many great faces, new people, and just have a great relationship with friends, and just get to meet people and just get to, just have a great opportunity to meet new faces and new life experiences and all that stuff.
Trevin, thank you for your service to Eastmont Middle School. Our students and staff all love to have you around.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 Apex Award winner for Volunteer of the Year, Eastmont's Trevin Cole. Let's give Trevin a round of applause for his service to Eastmont Middle School. If it wasn't evident before, it's evident now with folks like Trevin. Canyons is a district of champions. And last year, Canyons students won a whopping 9 team and 46 individual state championships in sanctioned activities and unified events. And already this year, we've won 2 state championships. Hillcrest last week, one of their tennis players won 3rd singles state championship, and Corner Canyons boys golf team became the state champions in 6A boys golf for the 3rd year in a row. Yes, let's give the Chargers a round of applause for that, 3 years in a row. But this year's Apex Award winner for Elected Official of the Year has been a champion of Canyons from our very first days and is a true booster of the Chargers. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on our honoree, Draper Mayor Troy Walker.
Well, Troy has been with us since the very, very beginning of the district. Before the district started, actually. He was on the Draper City Council when they were one of the cities that supported us in becoming a district. He has been a fantastic mayor. He's been a champion for how people work with us, how we work with cities, with elected officials, and he has really contributed to us becoming good public stewards and knowing how to work with elected officials and with our municipalities.
From Midvale to us, I mean, the opportunity to have a Canyon School District and the way that the district operates and the quality of the schools has benefited every community. I mean, I think I talked to my fellow mayors about it, and we feel blessed, really, frankly, to have it. It's been a great thing. And I know it was a very difficult thing to split a district, and we were the first ones to do it in, I think, 100 and whatever it was, right? And so we paved the way in a lot of ways, but the paving was good. It was a good road that we paved.
He has a real self-awareness, if you will, of what his lane is and the city's lane is and what Canyons lane is, and he has never had a desire to cross over to the education lane. He calls and asks us what we do, why we do it, what decisions we're making, and it's not that he doesn't always disagree with us or want to agree with us. That's not the case, but he always wants to seek to understand and then to really help us work through what is our decision to make, what is their decision to make, and he's helped his city to understand the same thing.
Obviously, I wasn't thinking I'm going to do this for an award, but you know, I've been committed to Canyons and the success of our school districts in every phase of my elected office. As a council member, I most definitely was. As mayor, I have been. But to be recognized for what I think has been a passion of mine, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It's probably one of my pinnacle awards I've gotten. So.
Congratulations to the 2025 Apex Award winner for Elected Official of the Year, Mayor Draper Mayor Troy Walker. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Mayor Walker. We appreciate your support. Our second to last award is the Apex Award for Community Partner of the Year. If Kathy and Mayor Walker are Charger fans, then Dan C. Jorgensen is a Beat Digger super fan. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on Dan and his lovely wife Elaine, who have given so much of themselves to advance the legacy of their beloved alma mater, Jordan High School.
Dan comes from a family that is deeply rooted in the community and Jordan High School. So his father was the first principal of Jordan High School, and he has so much pride in that. His father died when he was young. His father was only in his 50s when he passed away, and that was important for Dan to carry forward the Jorgensen name and what they believed in.
Well, it's important because I love Jordan High School, and I love the Beat Digger thought and way of life. It's very important for me to come and do now. I've been blessed in mysterious sorts of ways, you know. We didn't ever think we would have the funds to do the things that we've been able to do. We never, that wasn't really one of our goals ever. And as life works out, things happen for the good and for the bad. And there were a lot of good things that happened to us.
They're a family of givers, right? So they want to make sure that there's opportunities for other people. So Dan has given a substantial amount of funds to better Jordan High School and to better the students that are there. And his impact will go on way past the time when Dan is with us.
The biggest thing that I think Dan has done is showed me the power of giving back. We have a lot of people from a lot of our institutions who've gone on to greatness, but not all of them have really taken the time to recognize, you know, what organizations really contributed to helping make me the man I am today or woman I am today, and how can I give back to those institutions and help them to impact other lives in the way mine was impacted. I think Dan has been a great example of that.
I'm very honored to even be considered for it. I don't think I measure up to the kinds of people that should probably get the Apex Award, but I'm delighted that I would be so honored.
Friday nights will shine bright at Jorgensen Field thanks to Dan and Elaine. Please give a round of applause to the Apex Award winner for Community Partner of the Year, Dan Jorgensen. Let's give Dan another round of applause for his support of Canyon School District and Jordan High School. Go Beat Diggers! Our final award of the night is our Lifetime Achievement Award, known as the Legacy Award. The Legacy Award is the most prestigious of all awards selected and presented by the Board of Education and Administration. It's a symbol of honorable leadership, the highest of ethical and professional standards, and notable devotion to providing a world-class education to the children of Canyon School District. This year's winner is all of that. This year's winner is Nancy Tingey. We've talked a lot about a Hall of Fame tonight, and the Legacy Award is our Hall of Fame of sorts. And Canyons District's Hall of Fame simply would not be complete with Nancy as a part of it. The job of a school board president is never easy, not even in relatively quiet years. But when the world was upended by a global pandemic with vast local implications, the role of the leader of the local Board of Education required a steady hand, an in-tune political weather vane, a backbone of steel, and an even softer touch to satisfy the most divided people on the political spectrum. During her time as the board president, Nancy Tingey did and had all of that and so much more. Whenever I personally am faced with a challenging issue, I ask myself, what would Nancy do? And then I do that, and it has not failed me yet. Please turn your attention to the screen for more on our Legacy Award winner, Nancy Tingey.
I ran for the Board of Education because I had been involved for many years in our neighborhood public schools. I've been volunteering in the classroom and school community councils, and I realized at one point that my time and the window of opportunity to serve in the neighborhood school was coming to a close. And I felt like I had learned something along the way that could maybe help this brand new Canyons district help fortify and solidify the foundation that was being set.
So many great memories working with Nancy as a leader, as a friend, as a mentor. And truly, Nancy Tingey is an icon in Canyon School District. It was one of the most amazing experiences working with her, especially as board president during the pandemic, and just witnessing her amazing servant leadership and her willingness to connect with the community and connect with colleagues and her constituents and our families in such a wonderful, calm manner.
She has a brilliant mind and an incredible attention to detail. I remember many board meetings where Nancy would ask a question that left everyone in the room in stunned awe. No one really knew how to answer them. Her level-headedness and insight are unmatched. Over the past decade, there have been many times when I've spoken to Nancy more than my own family, depending on what was happening in the district.
One of the things that we quite often say, where we quote her, is the fact that she would often remind us that we had to remember not only the voices of those who had emailed or come to us and talked to us, but to also remember the voices that hadn't been represented, that hadn't had the ability to communicate with us. And I've thought of that many times, because you will often hear the squeaky wheel, and that's a good thing. I think it's so important for the public to advocate, but she would often say, we have to remember those that might not know this conversation is going on and remember the needs of everyone.
Receiving this Legacy Award is a humbling reminder that I was able to be part of something really great and work alongside some amazing people, some of the top tier educators and leaders in the state and in the nation. And we could work side by side, and we worked through big things and little things, fun things and uncertain things, and always felt confident that we would be able to pull it through. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity, and So this award will just be a reminder of all the people and all the experiences that I was able to be a part of.
Our Legacy Award winner, Mrs. Nancy Tingey. Let's give another round of applause to Nancy Tingey. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in one last round of applause for all of our honorees tonight. They make us Canyons strong and Canyons proud. They are champions in our Hall of Fame. Before we leave tonight, we want to give a few more gifts. We made a tradition of giving away the flowers here on the awards table, and one right here behind me, to the people who come to the Apex Awards. Now, our staff drew some names at the start of the event, and the lucky recipients of the beautiful bouquet of flowers are Charlotte Graham, Charlotte, come on down and grab your bouquet of flowers. We'll bring it to you as well. The next one, here you go. This one. The next bouquet of flowers goes to Kathy Hilton. The next bouquet of flowers goes to Elaine Jorgensen. And it just wouldn't be Tuesday if I couldn't give another bouquet of flowers to Mrs. Nancy Tingey. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming tonight. Your presence means so much. On behalf of the Board of Education and the administration, thank you for coming. Thank you for your commitment to education, and we look forward to working with you in Canyons, where you can learn more, do more, and be more. Please be safe on your way home tonight. Good night.